Hello to my aquas, hello to my visionaries. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading. Aquarius, let's get right on into it. Let's get on into the getting intos. See what is going on. Sending you all lots of love and light your way. Make sure you're getting outside, enjoying the fresh air, the sunlight, and all those wonderful things. So let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, this is going to be your reading for September 14th through the 21st of 2025. All of these readings are timeless. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. Alrighty, and all right to me. Let's get it. Let's get to the getting into. Your first card up, Aquarius, is the Star card. Your first card up is the Star card. This is your card. Your card begins with, your card. That your reading begins with your card, right? This week highlights renewal, authenticity, and also hope. You're shining brightly in your truth, right? You're shining brightly in your truth. And your challenge is here. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So hard work and consistency may feel demanding, but the challenge is balancing your dedication with self-care so that you don't burn out, right? So you've mastered something. You've mastered something. Whatever it is that you do for work, you've mastered it behind closed doors, right? And the past influences are the Fool card, right? So the past influences would be like you recently stepped into a new beginning or a leap of faith. That bold choice still shapes your path moving forward. And see this sun right here? The sun actually gives people confidence. That's why I talk about going outside so much. You may have felt like very vulnerable and naked, like this energy here in the card, like drawing from your own well, right? And then pouring out into the world or pouring out into the soil. Right here, kind of been like more showing outward. But I feel like everybody has the ability to tap in, right? So especially if you're operating in your North Node, and this is right here, somebody's operating in their North Node. So make sure, whoever you are, you pull your birth chart. Find out what your 10th house is, okay? Find out what your 10th house is, because I'm seeing a lot of energies recording something here in your cards here. And so future influences is Wheel of Fortune. You're on top of some things. Something was fated to happen. Something was really, really fated to happen here. And so change is coming. Destiny shifts in your favor, bringing opportunities and surprises that move you into a new cycle. I love this for you all, right? Yep, we're still in a cycle. For those of you all who are over on the Patreon side, thank you for joining me here and over there. Your video is up. The prediction video is up over there. If you're here and there, everybody else's video is going up very soon. Your conscious goal is the Magician card, right? The conscious goal is the Magician card. You're striving to manifest your vision. So you want to use your gifts and resources to create real results in your life, right? So the Magician card, for those of you all who have taken my tarot class, a lot of people tap into multiple gifts. I'm saying somebody could have 10 very creative gifts, right? And let's say, for instance, you're a reader, right? Everybody has their own, style of reading. Or if you're a reader, or let's say you make because I see this a lot on social media, because what's coming up is like a bakery. What's coming up for me is bakery. And we have the Magician card here. And this is all about communication, like how you communicate things. So whereas one energy may have like, on the front of their store, oh, we're going to have this on this date. We're going to be doing the giveaways, right? Like I do giveaways on my channel. Happy birthday giveaways, this kind of giveaway, that kind of giveaway. You are continuously, if you could, like I say, in a loop of mastering your gifts. And hopefully everybody is too, but you're just focused on you. You're just focused on you, right? Let me see what else we have here. So everybody has an inner calling, but as I say in your videos and everybody else's videos, nobody can do what you do like you. Nobody. No matter who you are. It can be another Aquarius. It can't do what you do like you do you, right? And that's not to stroke anybody's ego. It really is. Everybody has an inner calling. Like you've been a star since you came out the womb, whoever you are. You've been a star since you came out the womb, right? So you're returning to pure consciousness, like you're awakening. Somebody's having some kind of an awakening. What I'm already picking up here too is, okay, we had the Magician card here, which is your conscious goal, but the unconscious influence is the Moon card. So this lets me know, this Fool card lets me know that something is generational for you. Like this is Mercury is a communication planet, but the Fool card is Uranus. So something has been in your family for generations, right? Something has been in your family for generations. Matter of fact, I filmed a previous video for you all that somehow got lost in the sauce, but I feel like somebody is like reincarnated, like whether you believe in that or not, but I feel like somebody has come through many lifetimes. Like you're ruled by Saturn, which is a karmic planet. So when somebody hasn't finished their assignment, they're coming back through as something else, right? You had to have some kind of opening to come in, some kind of heartbreak happen for you to just kind of sort of really just like for something to just kind of like take over. Some kind of heartbreak. It could have been a surgery, could have been an opening, it could have been a death, because 8 connects us with death, right? You could have finally had some kind of an awakening that, hey, you're rising above who's judging you, but something has been in your family. This is the Fool card, Uranus, for a long time, like sitting on ice, like literally sitting on ice, almost like you had to warm up to something like this, like the sun. You had to warm up to something. So if you're a person, for example, if you and it could have taken another Aquarius, really looking at your cards here, to kind of sort of awaken you to something. Like they could have said something to you. It could have been somebody you work with. It could have been somebody who does something totally different than what you do that could have awakened you to something. Like, oh, did you notice that you just kind of sort of, and so some people are going to believe you, some people are not going to believe you. Remember, we had a wolf moon in January, right? January of this year in Cancer, right? So something feels very nurturing to you, right? You know where you feel nurtured and you know where you don't feel nurtured. That's, and so some people are going to be like, they believe you, some people don't believe you. You can't put too much energy in who believes you and who doesn't believe you about what you do behind closed doors. This right here, 8 of Pentacles. This person right here is like working during the day. You can see the sunlight out there. They're working during the day, like working 8 hours. They got on socks. They got on, this could be you. You could have like a little hat on your head or whatever, like covering your crown chakra. Something you may do, just really, like I said, you've mastered something that you're doing. And energy, the root of something secret is secretly somebody's been wanting to link up with you. That's what the secret is. Source wants you to live a softer life, but secretly somebody's been really wanting to link up with you. That's receiving mode, right? So you could have been getting all kinds of downloads while you're working. That's not unusual for you. You and Capricorn are ruled by Saturn, right? So you've been praying for a softer life. For some of you all, a softer life literally looks like working from home. Some of you all could really be homebodies, right? And that could have been a secret for you to really kind of sort of get away from all of the outside noise. See how this person is like, you can tell this person is like really, really focused. Like really, really focused, right? Can get away from all the outside noise. So your moon sign is going to also help you with that as well. Your moon sign is going to help you with that as well. So if somebody's been wanting to secretly link up with you, that's a conversation. That's a conversation. It doesn't have to be a secret. Somebody could speak up and say something. So if somebody's been wanting to link up with you secretly, to say, hey, let's work together or let's collaborate, because this is right here, air energy. That's a conversation right there. Somebody don't need to send nightmares your way. The advice would just be, like I said, just tap into, this is advice, like face challenges with calm patience and courage. True strength comes from quiet determination, not force, right? So yeah, you don't have to force conversations. with anybody. You don't have to force anything, right? Your external influence would be the Three of Wands, right? And Three of Wands, I see somebody expanding, right? Again, this is, instead of in secret, if you're trying to expand and people want to link up with you or talk to you, that's a conversation. Hey, what are you working on? You know, I like to connect with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's something that you prayed for. You prayed for a softer life, right? So let's say, for instance, this is you kind of sitting at your computer quietly during the day. You know, your windows are wide open. Some people leave their windows like wide open. I mean, people can kind of sort of see like right through their windows. So whoever you are, so some people just say it, you know. External influences, opportunities for growth and expansion surround you. It's all around you, right? So partnerships, travel, long-term plans may be opening up for you. So yeah, that's your external influence, right? So the hopes and fears, you know, like I said, anxiety or worry may weigh heavy on your mind, but you know, spirit reminds you that many of these fears and illusions, they're not real, right? They're not a reality, and they don't have to be a reality, but you can wake up to some things. But the outcome is, you know, by the week's end, you know, joy and emotional fulfillment shine through. You know, supportive relationships and harmony bring deep contentment, right? So again, if somebody's keeping something a secret and kind of expecting for you to kind of read minds and that, and y'all get lost in work. Y'all, that's Saturn right there. Saturn, and is an outer planet, just like Uranus is an outer planet. So you can't be sending a bunch of signs. It may take you a while to process, like, okay, what is all these downloads? Like, what, whoever you are, right? So, because something for you has put you in, the reason why some of you all are such homebodies is some of you all have just been put in situations where you were in survival mode. People secretly put you in survival mode. So somebody trying to, you know, send you smoke signals when somebody could just talk to you. Somebody could, whoever this is, I don't know who this is, somebody could just talk to you. Let's see what it set an intention for you. Yeah. It looks like somebody was just kind of sort of, I don't know, heartbroken. I don't know. Because 3 looks like lips when you turn it to the side, but somebody could have been heartbroken by something about work or something, or what kind of work you do, or somebody could have heard something about you, you know, behind your back, that people were talking about behind your back, right? And so for you as an air sign, something coming through the air could have given you nightmares, just to even hear, you know, what people were saying, right? But everything is coming to light, though. Everything is coming to light. Everything is coming to the light. So every word I speak is with love and truth and good intention. Yeah. So set your intentions. But yeah, I feel like so number 8, 8th house rules by is ruled by Scorpio. We're not talking about a Scorpio, but 8th house is Scorpio rules 8th house. But that's also, they rule by the Judgment card, and then by Mars, which is the Tower card. So Mars would be like the some people could have been impulsively thinking like, wait a minute, what what kind of work are they doing behind closed doors? And some people could have been just heartbroken and just disappointed to even hear what was being said, when you could have had a surgery, because the three of swords speaks to surgery. It speaks to divorce. It speaks to a lot of things, heartbreak. But it also speaks to you in healing mode, right? And so somebody took advantage of you while you were in healing mode, healing through something. So, and to talk about you behind your back while you were trying to expand. See how this person right here? You're trying to expand. Somebody could be a part of a boating community here. You see these look like sailboats. Yeah. So it's almost like you and somebody could have been like two, like what's the saying? It's like two ships passing in the night. Like you and somebody could have been like ships passing in the night, like that kind of thing, right? And I'm trying to think of a movie. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of this movie where it's like y'all could be like just missing each other. Y'all could just be like kind of like just missing each other, like, you know. But again, if somebody wants to link up, that's the, you know, you pray for a softer life. So source puts you indoors for a softer life, you know. And so to hear something would be just disappointing, you know. It just like, yeah. So also Uranus is a very cold planet, and this is why I talk about you all, kind of like I said, you're ruled by 2 generational planets. So your mind is all thinking about possibly getting into a spaceship somewhere and thinking about, oh, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna share what I you know did and blah 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 blah, and some other conversation could be going on behind your back that you're not even aware of, totally oblivious to. But yeah, something was fated to happen. What else do we have here in your cards here? So yeah, some people are going to believe, I mean, you can't put too much energy into that. Whenever I see fire in the cards, it looks like to me you're inspiring a lot of people. And so people are talking, because we're seeing 3, right? We're seeing the 3 of Wands and 3 of Swords. And so that's almost like half people are going to be like, okay, God, their words cut like a sword. They cut deep, like very triggering. Cut like a sword. But remember, this is solar plexus chakra and this is heart chakra, right? So 2 different chakras. This one right here connects us with like making the connections, connects us with love and to be loved. This one is whereas the heart chakra makes a connection. The solar plexus chakra sees the differences, right? So right off top, somebody was seeing a difference, like seeing something as almost like competition, whereas you're trying to make a connection. Like, yeah, something, it's like people talking 2 different languages. When we talk about Mercury right here, this is a magician card. It's like just speaking 2 different languages. You could have been talking about collaboration. Somebody could have been talking about, you know, competition. It's like, okay, wait a minute, what? Here we have your new home awaits. Somebody has a new home that awaits, right? So, yeah, you and somebody, whoever this energy is, y'all are not speaking the same language. Y'all are not in the same frequency. I feel like whoever it is, you and somebody, y'all inspire people in different ways, but y'all are just not on the same frequency. So it's you versus you. Like I say in my cards all the time, it's you versus you, right? So pray and meditate. So relax. Somebody has a Leviathan spirit. Y'all can go look that up. So I don't know if it's you or another Aquarius. It's somebody, you know, has a Leviathan spirit. But the bottom line is, like I said before, you are born a star, right? And so many stars light up the sky. And like I said, if everybody's operating in their north node, guess what? There is no competition. Everybody's being illuminated, however they're being illuminated. So, yeah. Here we have, speak things into existence. Speak it into existence, whatever you're speaking into existence. But listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, and somebody's still telling lies about you, but you don't care. Yeah, so pour into yourselves more. Yeah, pour into yourselves more. And you have a whole new attitude. Whoever you are, you have a whole new attitude. So continue focusing on mastering whatever your gifts and talents are. Whatever your gifts and talents are, right? So if somebody wants to see you as competition, give it no air, none. Zip, zero. No air whatsoever. Give it no air whatsoever. Don't even dignify something with a response. If somebody wants to be like, oh, I mastered this and I've been working on this for 80 years. Right? Or if somebody says, I was trying to warm up to you. Yeah. Like I said, for you all, like I said, I feel like when I'm doing readings, I'm almost defending every zodiac sign. But you have to really know yourself. Like you really have to know you. Like what your intention was or is. So your ancestors have a message for you. Yeah. Check your request list again. So I don't know what your request list is. It could be, okay. Somebody could be wanting to be in a relationship. I don't know, because you got these two people here. Maybe you're trying to create divine connections with energies, like in terms of your work, in terms of like, yeah. Too many people have things in common. Whenever I see the three of wands here, somebody could be thinking you were talking about them behind their back. Like, yeah. Anyway, here we have adjust your crown. Let's see. So it's time to expand your brand. Whoever you are, expand your brand. Yeah, somebody felt it's stealing your identity. I don't know if that's in the physical and the spiritual realm, but somebody hasn't been completely honest with you about something. And so, yeah. Anyway, so your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Yeah, so much better lies ahead. And that is what I have for you all. That is what I have for you all. But yeah, there's signs all around you. We're talking about sacral chakra cleanse here. Yeah. So let's see. Somebody that you work with also, whoever this is, could have been talking about you behind your back. And they could have told somebody while they were sitting in, working from home. So somebody could have been working from home, hearing some really heartbreaking things about you. Somebody could have been gossiping about you behind your back that you work with as well. And that could have been really, really disheartening, to some people. There's people didn't know what to believe, But whoever, like I said, been wanting to link up with you was probably behind something. Somebody from your past behind something in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So let's see what else is going on. All right, so root chakras, you can say that again. So I have everything I need in this moment. So I will use this moment to feel safe, secure, and abundantly ready for even more abundance. So hear that abundance, keep it coming, right? So this is root chakra. So you get into the root of something. That would be before this Eight of Pentacles, something possibly around your work, whatever you do for work. Whatever you do for work, you're getting to the root of something. So that's good. So anybody that wants to link up with you or whatever the case may be, that's the whole purpose of conversation. Speak up, say something, but operate in a spirit of love. But competition, nobody has any competition really. So I feel like looking at your cards here, when you answer the call on your life, whoever it is, because you're already roll 11th house, right? When you roll 11th house and find out what your north node is, here we have unchain yourself, release the negative, right? So yeah, here we have 501 here. And so there's space inside of you being used to hold the bitterness of the past. So your angels implore you to keep the lessons, but let go of the resentment. So you don't need to feel bad in order to protect yourself from these things happening again. So take a moment now to visualize the anger you hold. Now picture yourself giving it back to the place or person you're receiving it from. So feel the freedom of not having to hold anger any longer. So yeah. All right, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, lions are not, because this rules 5th house, right? Lions are not the fastest apex predator in the jungle, but they lie in wait. They're predators, right? They lie in wait to pounce on something. So somebody could have been waiting to pounce on anything that you're doing, right? Could have just been waiting to pounce on something. Right here you are working, mastering something that you're doing, and somebody's saying, oh, they're talking about somebody behind their back. It sounds like a competition. It sounds like a war. It sounds like whatever. Who knows what it sounds like? Bottom line is continue mastering whatever you're doing. North node, as far as identity is concerned, when you look in the mirror, and this is, you're going to hear this every zodiac, so you're going to hear this for every zodiac sign, or I'm going to try to at least to remind people as far as identity goes in your birth chart. It's your ascendant sign, your first house, and your sun sign. So I assume if you're watching this, your sun is an Aquarius, right? Sun sign is an Aquarius. And then your ascendant, you wouldn't have to know your time of birth. You would have to know your time of birth for your ascendant sign. So yeah. So I am that I am. Yeah, so today's cosmic mantra, yeah, is I am that I am, right? I am would be source inside of you, right? That's the creator inside of you. So adjust your crown. From the soles of your feet to the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, you are protected. You're operating in your purpose, whoever you are. And if you're not, you've been returning to pure consciousness. You've been returning to pure consciousness. But this reading feels very much like past life. This feels very much like you coming back through to complete a cycle. Like you're coming back through. And so... yeah, that's why you've mastered something, because you've come back through, somebody has come back through many lifetimes to master something. You got to remember also time and place too. If let's say for instance, whatever it is you're doing, if you are in a, let's say for instance, a male dominated field that really wasn't open to people, if you're a woman and you were in a male dominated field that wasn't really open to women years ago, you may have had to master something behind closed doors, right? Whoever you are. And so you and somebody could have more in common than you realize, but who knows? Who knows? If somebody's seeing you as competition from the very beginning, that's not the, you know, whatever. Then what else? And if you're a man, let's say for instance, and you're in a woman dominated field, you may have had to kind of master something behind closed doors before you sort of just came out with whatever it is you're doing. So whatever woman dominated fields are, who knows? But I feel like something is like generational for you. Like that's why something comes so easy for some of you all, and you can be so creative with whatever it is you're doing. So yeah, with water, it's fluid, right? So there's many different ways of getting to, you know, 2 + 2 is 4, 1 + 3 is 4, you know, 5 - 1 is 4. It's just so many different ways to create, right? So people want to link up. That's a conversation. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you all. Let me see if there's anything else in your reading here. Let's see what else is in your reading here. Yeah. So yeah, but that 8 of Pentacles here lets me know that you've mastered whatever it is that you're doing. You could be a, whatever, I don't know what you do. You can be an accountant. You can be a, I don't know, something you do, you master what you're doing. So you can be creative with it, you know. It's like, here we have empowerment here. So it looks like you may empower a whole lot of people. You may be empowered to find, you know, help people find their secrets, right? The secret within. You must empower a lot of people. What I was going to say is like, the first thing that came to mind here with these 10 of Cups here is somebody who could be a singer, right? Y'all know who, like, and I just saw this. It was really funny the other day. I just saw. I'm not gonna mention the singer's name. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when people go to a concert, they want the song sang exactly how it is on, I was about to say the record, right? But on the project, people want it sung the exact same way. So when artists go out on tour and they kind of like play around with things, you know, play around with singing the song a little bit different, it really gets people upset. They could be set in a certain way. Like they could be fixated on this is how something needs to be done. But when you're talking about when you master something, you can play around with things, you know, just very much like an artist would when they singing the song and people are like, nah, the song is supposed to be sung this way. Why are they singing it in that key? Like somebody came to the concert to just really just kind of sing it in the same, like they've been practicing, like somebody's been practicing. So some people can be fixated on that. But anyway, and whatever, fixated on whatever. So yeah, so here we have, yeah, justice. Yeah, yeah. So whatever it is that you do, I don't know what you do for a living, whoever you are. Somebody started from a very vulnerable space right? Something could have been birthed out of a death, literally out of a death, ending of something, the ending of a job, the ending of a relationship, the ending of something, because that's what 8 is. It connects us with death. And so you had to learn how to rise above judgment and really just master whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, that's what creativity is all about. Yeah, creativity is all about. It looks chaotic and confusing until you add structure to it, until you put it in a container, until you add structure to it. But that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. And like I said, if you're over on the Patreon side, go check it out. All right, bye.